Hi everyone, I hope you guys are excited for some more fragrance advent calendars because today I'm going to be opening up the Jo Malone fragrance advent calendar for 2023. I'm super excited because this is very new to me. I've never bought any of the Jo Malone fragrance advent calendars in the past. I've seen them, but this will be a first time experience for me, so that's so exciting. But if you guys are into any of these beauty advent calendars, this is actually day 2 of advent calendar week for me. Day 1 started on my beauty channel, but I'm going back and forth each day for a week, opening up various beauty and fragrance advent calendars, so I hope you guys are excited. I will also leave the playlist down below because I've already opened some for the season. I know over here we did the MFK one, which was like bonkers. That one was very luxe. I also did a Trader Joe's one. I did the Neiman Marcus fragrance advent calendar, so definitely check those out. But let's get into this Jo Malone one. Now this thing was pricey, okay? This retails for $4.95, so almost $500. And I noticed as a running theme that a lot of the fragrance advent calendars retail for a lot of money. Like fragrance in general is expensive, so I think that's part of it. But whew, they are a hard pill to swallow, I feel like, for that price. But I'm excited to get into it and see if this thing is worth it. Usually I'm looking for value. I want to get a great value in the advent calendar, not only experience and all that, but I do think buying from a specific house kind of lowers the possibility of there being huge savings, I guess, and like the value of the advent calendar being like way higher than the price. I really feel like if you're buying in for a brand, you are probably a really big fan of that brand, and I really expect more than anything then touches of luxury, but really a big emphasis on the experience of opening the box. Like if you're gonna shell out, you know you're only getting stuff from Jo Malone, so there's that, but I really want the experience to be there. I want it to feel like something special. And so let's get into it. Let's see what's in here, starting with day 1. All right, here is day 1. It's wrapped all cute. I love that. Oh, how fun. Okay, in day 1, we're getting a travel or mini size of Ginger Biscuit cologne, which I actually have the full size of this. This was re-released this year and it smells so good, you guys. Highly suggest if you're into gourmands to check this one out. I was a little bit nervous that Jo Malone wouldn't be able to deliver on the gourmand aspect, but it's so good. It's like a gingerbread cookie kind of, but it's still light. It's almost like a skin scent. If you like clean reserve skin, this is a little bit more foodie than that, but still has something kind of clean about it. It's deliciously sweet, but not overly done. And I love the spices in here. It's holiday. It's so good. This is a fun one in here. And I love that it's so festive for the holidays, number 1. And the first box also came with this, but I think it might tell me what's in here. So I'm not going to open that. On to number 2, which is in the second part of this because it's like a tiered drawer system. Let's see what we got. Oh, okay. This one is White Moss and Snowdrop Cologne. I want to say this one's new as well, but I'm not entirely sure. It's kind of fresh. I feel like it's a little bit green. It's an interesting one. I get that moss. I don't know. I feel like, yeah, I get the moss. I get the snowdrop moss. Some of the key notes in here, it has clementine, it has neroli, snowdrops, which is a flower, some moss, tonka bean, amber, and petitgrain. Pretty green. I can see a lot of people liking that one. Maybe not my preferred scent, but I don't hate it. Okay, on to number 3. This one is beautiful. I really love this. Overall, I will say display-wise, so pretty. And like, I love these little Christmassy looking boxes, and they're pretty dang sturdy overall, although my box did get a little damaged in shipping, which is unfortunate, but still has held together really well despite that. Ooh, I'm so excited for this. It's the Orange Bitters candle. Now this is like a votive, but a little bit bigger. I've definitely gotten votives smaller than this in some of the advent calendars, so I think this is actually pretty decent for a candle. I love the Orange Bitters scent. This actually smells way more orangey, just smelling it off the top, but I cannot wait to burn this. I have Orange Bitters in the actual fragrance. It's one of my favorites from Jo Malone. It has that orange in here, but it also has a little bit of sandalwood. There's some amber in it, and I feel like it has something kind of cologne-y going on, and it always reminds me of like a grandpa at Christmas time, but like in the best way. I don't know, or just like a man. Like, it just smells good. I really, really love this one. I still wear it. I like a unisex scent, but I totally get the name Orange Bitters on that one, so very excited for that. Moving on to number 4. Let's see what's in here. Seems like it's gonna be another fragrance. We're getting a lot of fragrance, and I do like that these are decent sizes. And in number 4, we get Scarlet Poppy, and this is the Cologne Intense. I'm not sure if that's different than regular Scarlet Poppy, or if that's just naturally a Cologne Intense. Let me smell it, because I also have Scarlet Poppy. These are some of my favorite scents. I think it's pretty funny. Ginger Biscuit, Orange Bitters, and Scarlet Poppy. I think I own like 5 fragrances from Jo Malone, and we've had 3 of them show up in the box already. This is like a powdery, almost kind of makeup-y scent. There's fig in here, which is what initially made me want to try it, but it's kind of creamy as well. I want to say there's like a barley note or something like that, like almost like a weedy kind of smell to this. It's just soft, comforting, like a hug. I really, really love this scent, so very excited to have that one. We're moving on to day 5 though, and this one's pretty big. We got a big box here, so let's see. Okay. All right, this is it. It says Wild Bluebell Body Mist. So it's not a perfume, it's a body mist. I kind of like this. I don't think I've ever smelled this scent from them. The notes that are in here are dewdrop, green leaves, clove, bellflower, persimmon and peach in the mid, and then musky and powdery notes in the base. Overall, it's just light. I feel like in general, Jo Malone as a house does a little bit more of like a lighter touch. These aren't going to be super like pungent in a way, you know what I mean? So I feel like it's kind of a safe house to get so many fragrances from. They're all kind of likable. Like even if you don't like love something, you're also not gonna like hate it, you know what I mean? Whereas other houses, I could see it being like a roller coaster. I'm excited to keep trying that. Definitely for me, more of like a springtime fragrance, or even something like out of the shower, just because it has a little bit more of that clean kind of smell to it to me. All right, moving on to number 6. Here we are, another little fragrance. I do appreciate that we're getting a lot of fragrances. I feel like sometimes, and I'm sure we'll get some other things. We got a candle, we have the body mist, but I'm glad it's been a lot of these fragrances that all have a spray to them, instead of like a heavy emphasis on like shower gels, lotions, and other types of products, since it's so expensive. Ooh, okay, and we got Orange Bitters here, which again, you guys know I have. It smells so freaking good. Very exciting to have this. I'm definitely gonna pass this one on to someone in my life and share the love. Since I'm opening so many of these advent calendars, I've definitely been able to kind of repackage some stuff, and I'm so excited because a lot of people in my life are getting my tweaked versions of advent calendars for themselves, so I'm so excited to gift those this year. Anyway, tangentially related, let's keep going on day number 7. This one's like a little gingerbread color. I feel like this is a classic from Jo Malone. This is English Pear and Freesia. I haven't smelled this in a long time. Jo Malone is one of those houses when I first started getting into fragrance, like even before I was like into fragrance like I am now. It was a house I really enjoyed. I feel like it's very approachable for people. And I do think this smells really nice, really pleasant. Not one I probably would buy, but I don't mind having it in this kind of small spray. There's pear in here, melon, freesia, rose, musk, patchouli, rhubarb, and amber. And it's a soft, like fruity floral. I feel like the fruit doesn't let it go too sweet, especially because that rhubarb's in there. I feel like it's a little bit tart, but not too much. Just soft, again, approachable. I feel like it's feminine, a nice springtime fragrance, so I'm definitely happy with that. Moving on to day 8. Let's see what this is. This is like some type of lotion, body gel, something. All right, this is the Wood Sage and Sea Salt Hand Cream. And I have like a love-hate relationship with the Wood Sage and Sea Salt. I remember loving it for a while. And then when I smelled it more recently, I was like, I don't know about that. Sometimes salt in a fragrance, I either love it or kind of am like, I don't know about that. But also I've had a sample of the Jo Malone hand cream and it's not my favorite. I can use it for nighttime because it's a little bit just more oily. Like it's a bit greasy, okay? Let's just keep it 100. It is. So I might pass this one on, not sure if I'll keep it, but those types of formulas work okay for me at nighttime because I'm not doing much and I can just go to bed and it can nourish my hands, but definitely not my preferred hand cream for like daytime activities or anything literally besides like put it on, go to sleep. On to day number 9. Let's see what we have. Another fragrance. All right, and this one is Cypress and Grapevine. I don't think I've ever smelled this one. That's nice. It definitely has a little bit of a masculine touch to me anyway, but it does smell really nice. I feel like if you're into like flannel from Bath and Body Works, I'm getting like flannel vibes from this. Notes on this: cypress, woody notes, and vine. That's all they give you, but it does have like a little bit of a sweetness going on. There's a freshness, a tiny bit of spice almost. Really nice. Hopefully Sam will like that one because I would love to smell it on him. Moving on to day number 10. It looks like another cologne. I'm telling you, very appreciative of the colognes. Again, this is $500, so I'm glad we're actually getting some fragrance in here. And number 10 is Peony and Blush Suede. Let's see. This is nice. Not my normal scent again. It has like a sweetness, but you do get like this touch of a leather. It's still soft though. It doesn't take over at all. It's kind of floral, a little bit watery, again, kind of sweet. It's nice. I can totally see why people like it, but definitely a bit different for my personal scent preferences. All right, on to number 11. This one is another bigger box, so let's see what we get. Oh, okay. All right, we're getting like a matching little set here because this is the wood sage and sea salt, but this is now in the body and hand wash. I might give this one a try. This will really let me know if I'm interested in wood sage and sea salt and try this in the shower. I don't think I've tried any of the Jo Malone like body washes, so I'm interested just to kind of test the formula and again see how that smells in the shower. Hopefully I'll like it. And since I'm not really familiar with Jo Malone's body care stuff, I kind of want to know what are the prices of the full size. So this is 50 ml and the 250 ml retails for $50. So this is a fifth of that, which means this is like a $10 value or so. As for the hand and body cream, this is 30 ml and the 250 ml lotion retails for $65, which puts this at, let me see, about $8. So not a lot of value in those. Hopefully we don't get too many more, you know what I mean? Like, it's nice, don't get me wrong, but I think the value is definitely in the fragrance. All right, I think we're on to day number 12. Looks like we're getting another fragrance. Ooh, okay, we're getting another Cologne Intense. This is Velvet Rose and Oud. Let's smell it. Again, another one I don't think I've really smelled. I feel like I haven't tried a ton in like the darker bottles. Oh yeah, that's nice. Definitely I can get the Oud, but it's not too deep, too dark, too stinky. And then that rose, this is a nice one. Definitely a little bit deeper, a little bit sexier for Jo Malone. I really quite like that one actually. And the rose still comes through and it has a greenness to it still. So that one's interesting. I'll definitely try that one out. That's like a date night one for me. All right, on to number 13. Let's see what we got. And for day number 13, our scent is Poppy and Barley. I'm thinking about this right now as like, you know, you're opening it every single day and it's kind of fun that you get a new scent to wear almost every day. I think that's kind of fun. I like this one a lot. I really like this. There's something in the dry down or like kind of in that end of my smell that I really quite like about this one. It's kind of, I don't know, it smells kind of creamy to me. It reminds me of a little bit of Guidance from Amouage. So I'm wondering if it's sandalwood maybe. Let me look at the notes. No sandalwood in here, but there is fig. So maybe something about the fig and the violet in here. It's creamy. There's wheat, powdery notes, barley, white musk, bran, poppy. I'm super into this. I didn't really realize there's poppy and barley, and then there's scarlet poppy, which has some similar notes as well. But I really, really love this. I think that musk also in here I'm really enjoying. So one of my favorites so far of a new discovery. Yeah, I really like that one. Okay, kind of fun to discover something new. On to day 14, we have another big box here. So I'm expecting something other than a fragrance. It seems like the fragrances are all in those smaller squares. And we did get another body and hand wash. This one's in the grapefruit scent. So let's smell it. Let's smell it. Yeah, it's just grapefruit overall, you know, just kind of citrusy, a little bitter, but refreshing. So another one I'll give a try. I'm gonna have so much nice body wash, and I love switching out what I use in the shower. If you guys have seen my body care collection declutter video, you guys already know. You already are like, girl, we know. So having these smaller sizes kind of works out for me for having some variety without taking up a ton of space or having a ton of product. So I'm excited for some variety, although again, we've established not necessarily the most value since these are about like 10 bucks. On to 15, here we go. Wild Bluebell Cologne. So we already got the Wild Bluebell body mist and now we have it in the actual like perfume. I'm kind of surprised they put both in here. I guess you would layer them, but still. Yeah, very fresh, like a clean scent. It kind of reminds me actually of Skylar's, I want to say Salt Air. That's what it is. And there's a part of me that kind of likes it in this version, but there is something about it that, I don't know, it has this, I don't know if it's a powderiness or how to describe it, but it definitely reminds me of Salt Air from Skylar. So if you like that kind of scent, maybe check out Wild Bluebell. I think since it was a little bit lighter in the body mist, I didn't quite get that strength, but having it as the perfume, I definitely got a little bit more, and I'm not sure if it's the right one for me. All right, on to number 16, another fragrance. We have Myrrh and Tonka here. I think I already got this in another fragrance advent calendar, so I'm gonna leave this one touch. Let me go get it and I will share my thoughts with you. All right, here it is. I want to say this was in the Neiman Marcus advent calendar. So if you got that, this is a repeat there. And not to talk about that advent calendar too much, but I do love that that one had so much variety when it came to the brands that were in there and even like the different scents. But this is nice. Another one that has like, I don't know, there's like this soft kind of powderiness to it. To me, this like unisex, maybe leaning masculine, but I think it's just kind of unisex because it is kind of like comforting and kind of powdery in a way. They do look a little bit different though. This is the one from the advent calendar. This is the one from the Neiman Marcus one. And in case you guys were wondering, these are all 9 ml bottles, which is about what you're getting in like a travel size spray bottle. So for example, on Sephora, you can get a 10 ml, so 1 more ml for $30. So these are all, let's just say, we'll round down to 25. Like each of these is like about a $25 value if you were to buy it like individually. So I feel like that's nice to know considering, again, the price. I know I keep bringing it up, but $500 is not cheap, okay? It's pretty expensive. You could get a couple different bottles of Jo Malone fragrances for that. So if you're gonna buy the advent calendar, you kind of have to weigh out what you want. All right, we're on to day number 17. Looks like we're getting another body care item. And this one's the Peony and Blush Suede Body and Hand Lotion. So it matches the fragrance. And you guys already know my thoughts on that lotion. So let's keep it moving to day number 18. Looks like we're getting another fragrance in here. Ooh, okay, Silver Birch and Lavender. Let's smell it. Some of these are a little bit different like than the main line. Like I think of Nectarine and Pear Blossom, is that what it is? Oh, another one that's a little bit more masculine. It's interesting. There's like a nice mix of different scents in here. So this could be a good one to like open up as like a couple even, or as a family and everyone kind of pick their different scents as you go through. It looks like this scent came out in 2020. It's lavender heavy and it has grapefruit, birch, and woodsy notes, but I definitely feel like this lavender leans masculine. Yeah, definitely. On to day number 19. This one's like heavier than I thought. I thought it was gonna be another little fragrance, so it kind of caught me off guard here. But let's see. I'm assuming this is a candle, but it's like a different shade. Oh, it's a body cream. This is the English Pear and Freesia body cream. Interesting. I'm a little bit nervous about this one since I don't love the hand cream. I'm like, will I like the body cream? I don't know. Will it be too greasy for me? Probably. Let me know your thoughts if you've tried the body creams. Do you like them? What are kind of the consistencies? And maybe I'll kind of decide based off of what you guys say. Let's look up how expensive those are. Ooh, okay, these seem more expensive. For 175 mils, it's $95 and you're getting 50 mil in here. So pretty good value. Let me do the math. So this is like a $27 value, a little bit more than that if you're like dividing it all out. I don't think you can actually buy, maybe in sets and stuff, but I don't think you can buy these mini sizes, although I have ordered, when I ordered the Jo Malone Ginger Biscuit off of the website, I used like a coupon code and I got 2 minis in the 9 mil with that order. So you can definitely get some of these things as freebies for sure. So keep that in mind if you're not like interested in all of it. Like there are ways to get these things for free, or at least like gift with purchase type stuff. All right, anyway, on to day 20. We get another fragrance. All right, here it is, Nectarine, Blossom, and Honey. I think that's what I was trying to say. I don't think that's the actual fragrance I mentioned before, but I was trying to name this one. And this is one I do really like. Yeah, I feel like this is just so likable. Like the Nectarine has like a peachiness to it overall, but it's not overly sweet. Like it has a sweetness, but it's not too sweet. It still smells clean and kind of fresh. It's just springtime. It's just good. It's kind of girly. I don't know. I really like this one. I'm excited to have it in the 9 mil. Very fresh for like a peachy nectarine kind of scent. Okay, we're already on day 21, you guys. I'm kind of sad. I don't want it to end, but we've never gotten this shape before. Is it a lip product? Yeah, it is. Jo Malone Vitamin E Lip Conditioner. Okay, I'm excited for this. Let's see. I already have lip product on. Kind of has a honey scent to it, so I'm not sure I'm gonna love that because it's kind of like that powdery honey scent, but I will try this out. I don't know when I'm gonna update you on that, but maybe by the time I edit this, if I like it or not, I'll put a little note on the screen, but I'm excited for that. Probably not the most expensive thing, but I mean, I love fragrance, I love makeup, I love beauty in general, and let's get real, these like squeezy tube lip balms are all the rage, so having a Jo Malone one, yeah, I wanna try it. And this is the full size, so this retails for $38. That's some good value. I mean, like that's maybe more value than some of the fragrances I feel like, so pretty good. On to day number 22, another fragrance, and this one's Oud and Bergamot, which again, I want to smell. I like that we're getting a lot of the intense ones. I think these might retail for a little bit more. I feel like it's pretty light. Like I'm getting more of the bergamot than I am the oud in this one. It's nice. It almost has like, I don't know, like something equivalent like Jo Malone's version of Molecule to me. Like I'm getting getting those kinds of vibes from it. I don't know, it's super fresh overall. I'm not getting like a ton from it, to be honest. This has agarwood or oud in it, bergamot, Virginia cedar, orange, Amalfi lemon. Even for all those citruses, I'm telling you, like, it's not that I can't smell it, it's just like, I don't know. I don't know. Interesting. Very fresh. I'm gonna see if Sam likes that. I feel like Sam might like that. I wanna see how it also develops on skin. All right, on to 23. Seems like another hand cream maybe, because it's a smaller little tube. Yes, it is a hand cream. Okay, this one I might keep because it's the Blackberry and Bay, which is one of my favorite scents. One of the other scents I have from Jo Malone. It's super fresh. It has the blackberry. It has some grapefruit in it, so it has that citrus, but it has like this sharpness to it that's like very unique. This was one of my like signature scents for a long time when I didn't have a ton of perfumes. I went through like a bottle of this, repurchased it, so definitely a scent I have a good relationship with, good memories with, so I love this one. All right, we're on to day 24, which we're getting a candle, it seems, and this one's lime, basil, and mandarin. Oh yeah, very fresh. This is actually the hand cream sample that I got that I've been using and realized maybe the hand cream isn't the best for me overall, but this is a nice citrus. There's also like a bitterness to this citrus, which I think is nice, kind of grounds it a bit. So another candle, that's our second candle. Okay guys, this is the last one, day 25, one of the bigger boxes. So let's see what the finale is. This is like one of the 1 ml it looks like. Oh, and it's wood sage and sea salt, so hopefully, did you like it? This is a pretty good value in here because of the fact that it's like the smaller, again, 1 ounce bottle. Yeah, it's interesting. I'm gonna give this some tries, but something about the way the salt is in this, it almost smells like on the verge of vinegar to me every time I smell it, even when it's fresh, not when it's just like an old bottle gone off type of thing. There's something like that vinegar smell that I get from it, and I think it's the way the salt plays. So I'm gonna give this a try. You guys know I love aromatics, I love woody stuff, but that salt is what changes it for me. Hopefully I can make that work. Okay, and for a value on this is the 30 ml, like I said, and this retails for $80 by itself. So that's a nice value in here. I want to add it up though, now that we've finished out the box. Let me know what you guys are thinking, maybe even before we get that total value going. Okay, I have a number. This is just like roundabout, but I believe the value is around $635. So it is more than like the almost $500 you're paying, but I wouldn't say it's like this huge savings. Like that is not the reason to buy this advent calendar for sure. But a little recap on what we got and like how much in each category. So we got 1 lip product, we got 1 ounce fragrance, we got 9 ml of the like original colognes, and then 5 of the 9 mls in the cologne intense, which I do believe retail for a little bit more. When I was calculating, I just counted each of these as 25 just to give it, you know, a little bit of leeway. I'd rather under calculate than over calculate, so that's how I did that in case you were wondering. There were 3 different hand creams in here. I found it interesting because the Peony and Blush Suede was bigger. This is 50 ml, whereas the other 2 are 30 ml. We got 1 body cream, 2 shower gels, 1 body mist, and 2 different candles. And what's interesting about the candles, you can buy these for this size and they're $38 a piece, so very expensive candles, I felt like. And that's everything in the advent calendar. Now thinking about it, this one's definitely more about experience. I did really enjoy opening this up. I thought it was fun getting the different scents. I really appreciate that they focused on the fragrance throughout, and you're getting a lot of different things to test from Jo Malone, which I think is really nice. But you obviously have to like Jo Malone fragrances. If you don't, I mean, this is gonna be a $500 of wasted stuff. And I also think if you really love Jo Malone fragrances, depending on what you maybe already like, you might be able to get some bigger bottles if that's what you're interested in. So just thinking about that, so it's the best value for you. I think this would be best if you, one, have the money to spend, because again, it's a very expensive advent calendar, but also if you're interested more in trying a bunch of different scents, maybe you're someone who switches it up a lot, you don't want to wear the same scent every single day. I think this gives you a lot of options for that. I think it'd be a fun one to share with someone as well. So there's also that possibility, and that could help make the price a little bit better. I don't know. I feel like when it comes to the fragrance advent calendars, I'm not necessarily as harsh because I just feel like you already kind of know what you're getting in here. And in general, fragrance is pretty pricey. You don't necessarily need a lot of it to enjoy it. So I don't know. I'm going to pass it off to you guys. Do you think this is worth it? Do you think it's expensive? I would love for this to come down in price, but I also know obviously Jo Malone wants to have like a luxury price point, so I kind of get it. But let me know your thoughts. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to leave the fragrance advent calendar video playlist down below for you to check out. If you want to watch some other ones, there are some pretty wild ones, especially in the beauty side. I feel like some of those are just a scam. Okay, some of them are a scam. This doesn't feel like a scam. I feel like this one has like a nice experience, a luxury touch to it, which is just nice. It's just like enjoyable. But definitely watch out for day number 3 if you guys are interested. That will be on the beauty beauty channel tomorrow, but if not, I will be back for day 4 over here with another fragrance advent calendar. So I hope you guys are excited, and other than that, I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.